What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Yes No Markets. I'm Brendan, and I'm here to give you some plays on this weekend's games. Everybody knows, if you're a sports fan, that these are some big games happening this weekend. I'm going to first go over the Seahawks versus the Rams right here. The NFC Championship, big game right here. This should be an absolute barn burner. With the over and the under being 47.5 points, I'm taking the over on it. Why am I taking the over on this right here? The first time these two teams played, 40 combined points scored between the two of them. It was 21-19. Rams ended up taking that one. The second game that they played, absolute barn burner, 75 points scored between the two teams. That averages those two scores out to 57.5 points. I'm taking that on the over of the 47.5. Now, it is a playoff game. We have Sam Darnold with a hurt oblique, but the way that he played last week, no turnovers after he struggled with it all year, they should absolutely be able to score this week. I'm going to take the Seahawks on the money line right here. Why am I going to take the Seahawks? There is no reason why this team should not win. Their defense is statistically 100% better in the playoffs, 100% better in the regular season, as well as the fact that they have one of the best receiver in the nation. Now, Puka Nacua and him put up similar stats, but if you were to look at it, less catches, less targets, and more yards for Jackson Smith-Njigba, I'm taking that all day. Now, I'm going to point something out for you guys to watch in the game is Jackson Smith-Njigba versus Emmanuel Forbes, and then Puka Nacua versus Tariq Woolen. That's going to be two crazy matchups on each side of the ball right there, and those are going to be what's going to make or break this game, because those two guys are going to have to get catches to win this game. Matthew Stafford needs Puka, and Sam Darnold absolutely needs Jackson Smith-Njigba. Now, another thing that I'm going to say here for either of these teams to win is they have to get their tight ends involved. The last time that they played, the Seahawks and the Rams both got their tight ends involved. Terrence Ferguson had a big game, and Addison Barner had a big old game too. And he actually scored the late touchdown that ended up having the Seahawks take that one home. So I think if these two teams are able to get it, whichever team gets their tight ends in and used and making plays, they're going to end up winning. Now, two high-powered offenses, McVay's offense with the motion, the West Coast style, all of that kind of stuff, that's going to be hard for the Seahawks to stop, and it was hard for the last time that they played. But that Rams defense is not as good as the Seahawks defense. I'm taking the Seahawks in this one. This is going to be a really good game. Not a crazy amount of injuries on either side of the field, so there's no crazy. It's going to be big time. These two teams are going to shoot out. They're going to score. It's going to be a big game. I'm saying that this over, when it gets hit, is going to be big money for anybody that makes it. Once again, I'm Brendan, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.